time. And another important occasion that Miriam mentioned already yesterday is the graph theory meeting in Marseille in 1986. So this is when I met Miriam, Andrage, and I think I also met, for example, Jack Edmonds, many people in graph theory. And I don't know if we can list all the places where we have been and we have met, but we try to remember all these places. And every time that we remembered a meeting of the two of us, we immediately thought of all the other people that were there and all the occasions we had to meet people or to encounter them for the first time. So in particular, I mentioned it also yesterday, Bruce organized this perfect graph workshop in Waterloo in 1989. And again, several of us had the occasion to meet there. And in particular, Selina was there. She was organizing the meeting, co-organizing.
Yes, I was doing a study PhD, and Frederic was doing his second PhD.
What's the sandwich PhD?
Well, Sula did the same as well. We did the courses in Rio de Janeiro, and we spent 1 year abroad doing research. Yeah. So we both did this group. We are both grandchildren. Yes.
So, shall I mention all the other occasions? One of them was 2 years later when we...
Yes, the School of Perfect Grammar.
Yes, so Jaime and Selina invited me and Alain Hertz in Rio to speak about perfect graphs, and this is where I met many of the Brazilians.
Your first time in Brazil.
My first time in Brazil, yes, and after that I have been many times in Brazil, so I should maybe not take your time and mention all the occasions, but okay, Selina, you want
Maybe my first visit to Grenoble.
Yes.
I think it was in 92, and where I stayed with Claudia in Aires. Claudia was just starting her PhD under the supervision of Frederic, and I had just finished mine, and I stayed with Claudia. She welcomed me, and since then she has been welcoming all these relationships between France and Brazil. Maybe we should mention the Catastrophic Cook project.
Yes.
That was Claudia's idea as well, and so they coordinated many of them. But right now we have one of them, thanks to Zoltan, the French boss, and Sula is the Brazilian boss. And we have been doing all that, but it was Claudia's idea. And well, maybe we should talk about this. The 98 meeting. I don't like to talk about this very well, very much. But I don't know whether you remember the Siam meeting.
Nobody remembers.
Nobody. No, everybody remembers the Siam
meeting.
In Toronto. It was the end of the World Cup, French and Brazil. But the Brazilians want to forget, and the French are happy to remember, maybe. So and the final game, it was precisely when we had Sula doesn't like to talk about it. But anyway, it's part of our history. So, and it was organized by Derek. Derek was the main chair of the Siam meeting. And so we had many things about perfect graphers, our mini symposium, a workshop, the team organized as well, and the game, and maybe when we went together to the Fields Institute in Toronto, and we went together to visit teams, what else? The defense, maybe I was here for Benjamin, master's defense, yes. And you were in Brazil for, you're part of the committee of Claudia Vilelas, defense.
So,
yes, many times.
Wendy. more meetings coming up.
Actually, I should mention that they gave two courses, at least two courses on perfect graphs in Brazil, because the first one was in '91, and the second one, I think all these things happened in Fortaleza. So the other one was the first Graco in Fortaleza, when Frederic gave a course on perfect graphs, more focused on event pairs. And it was a course as well. Yes, it is in this book organized by Claudia and Bruce Reed. Bruce Reed is everywhere as well. Yeah. And
So, I don't know if we want to make the whole list.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
this list of occasions.
Yeah.
The last one was last year, actually, when I was in Brazil again, and Martin Golubic was there. This was after the Lagos meeting where many people met, but I did not go to the Lagos meeting. But after that, I was again in Rio.
Yeah, then Martin Golubic was there. It was a nice coincidence. Yeah. And we should thank the organizers as well. You know, it's a lot of work. Well, Louis Ferrer is not here. We know that he worked a lot for that. And but the organizers who are here, yes.
So Andras, Miriam, and Zoltan, not forget Louis, and Louis, that's Selina mentioned, and the younger people, Gregory, Marwan, Anna, Valentin also. Who else?
And let's also think one more thought of people who are not here, who couldn't come.
Yes.
And they sent some emails. So with Miriam and Zoli, we'll read the emails in which they expressed how sorry they are that they couldn't come. So let's start. First, chers collègues, je ne pourrai pas venir la semaine prochaine à Grenoble, bien que j'en ai fort envie. Je me contenterai donc de vous envoyer mes meilleurs vœux de succès dans vos entreprises. Amitié, Charles Delorme.
Hi, Selina and Frederic. As I told to Selina a few times ago, my teaching schedule does not allow me to come to the celebration of your centenary. I hope you will have a lot of people, and I'm sure the scientific level of the event will be terrific. All the best to you both. Irena.
Dear Selina and Frederic, many thanks again for your invitation. As I told you already in Paris, I am occupied with many other tasks in September, and unfortunately cannot come to your event. But Van Bangley from Rostock would be interested. Best regards, Andreas Brandstedt.
So we were sent to Van Bangley, and now what did Van Bangley say? Dear Selina and Frederic, my very best wishes to your centenary, and thank you a lot for your invitation. It would be nice for me to see you in Grenoble, but I am this year in OTSA conference, September 13-15, involved, and so my timetable looks not so good. I hope, however, I will somehow be able. Best regards, Bang.
Bonjour Célina, bonjour Frédéric. Je ne pourrai malheureusement pas participer à ces journées, j'aurais déjà repris mes cours, mais je vous souhaite à tous deux un joyeux anniversaire. Devrais-je vous souhaiter chacun qu'un joyeux demi-anniversaire? J'espère en tout cas que ces journées rencontreront le succès. Bien amicalement, Olivier Hubry.
Dear colleagues, please forward my congratulations and best wishes to Selina and Frederic. Unfortunately, I can't come to Grenoble. Andre and I have visitors, Erbassioni and Makino, at Radcor in September. Have a very nice meeting and party. Vladimir Gurbic.
Hi, Andras. Still in a bad shape. Sorry. Really sorry to miss the meeting. I was looking forward to it immensely. Bruce Reed.
Chère Célina, cher Frédéric, d'après un théorème que j'ai découvert il n'y a pas longtemps, Désormais, vous resterez jeune à toujours, pourvu que vous mettiez à jour votre base. En effet, si vous fêtez à présent vos 50 ans, base 10, dans 5 ans, ce sera 50, base 11, dans 10, 50, base 12, etc. Pour toutes ces cinquantaines, je vous fais mes meilleurs vœux. J'aurais bien aimé pouvoir être présent à la fête à Grenoble ces jours, mais cela n'a pas été possible. Peut-être à la prochaine. Amitié, communiqué.
So see you again before the next centenary.
Fala, Luiz. Fala com a Luiz.